Guys, D-Man here again, doing another Steven Universe review of Alone at Sea. And this episode, we got a lot of backstory. Well, not backstory, but we got a lot of hints, I should say. So basically, Alone at Sea starts off with them going on a boat, and then Lapis like sensing Jasper, I think. Most likely sensing Jasper, then the boat about that little cut there. But as I was saying, the boat breaks down, and at the end, she basically hits Jasper away. And Jasper's in this episode. So basically, we get like this kind of story where Lapis pretty much says she enjoyed it. She enjoyed being Malachite. And so did Jasper. And Jasper's trying to say like you changed me. I'm a changed person. We could be Malachite. We were so strong. We could fly and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's what the corrupted Jasper arc is going to be coming up, because supposedly there's a corrupted Jasper arc, and I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. Where her mind's basically going like out of whack with wanting to fuse with Lapis all the time. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Basically, she's like almost like addicted to a drug, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. She's like almost addicted to a drug, and she's going crazy, like saying like we had so much power. And we also got some more we didn't get backstory. Again, we didn't get backstory, but we got some hints to what I think is backstory. So it seems like Lapis was more of a monster than we ever thought she was. So in the war, it seems like she probably had a little bit more to do with it than we thought she did. So it sounds like in the war, Lapis was a total monster, and she either destroyed a lot of gems or did a lot of bad things. It's probably going to be elaborated on later, but as of right now, that's all we got, like this little hint of, well, you're more of a monster than I am. That's what Jasper said, which is really interesting because she's Jasper. So, we don't know, man. We don't know. And it seems like Lapis likes abusive relationships, I guess. But at the end, she's able to resist the temptation of it, I guess. Which is interesting to know that Lapis kind of likes being abused, I guess. I don't know. Just throwing it out there, But at the end, she's able to resist and she's able to, basically punch Jasper away, because Jasper starts blaming Steven. As I said, it's like Jasper's almost like on some kind of drug. She wants this power more and more, and it's almost like she's on this drug where she's like, oh, it's your fault for not giving me this drug that I need. Which is kind of true, because Steven is the one that stopped them, because he basically talked to her. So it's kind of interesting that Jasper thinks that way. And I'm assuming that's what the corrupted arc is going to be with her, if that episode actually does come out, which I think it will. So I'm assuming that's how she's corrupted. She's corrupted in the sense of she's like obsessed with fusion, obsessed with this power that she wants. And Lapis seems like she did a lot more in the war than we thought she did. Like a monster, as Jasper calls her, like a powerful monster, and the only one that can hold her strength is Jasper. So it's really interesting. I can't wait to hear more about this, and I can't wait to get more backstory on Lapis, and I can't wait until Jasper comes back as a corrupted, like I want more power. That's why I want to fuse with you. I think. Because she was in Lapis's mind, that she might actually become a crystal gem. It seems like it's a possibility, especially because she basically she's disavowed. She hasn't said anything about Homeworld or anything like that, or diamonds. So I think she might be disavowing them and pretty much being like, I can get more power for myself than the diamonds even have. So It's pretty interesting to me. And I'm waiting to see what happens, you know what I mean? Let's see what happens, and hopefully it's enjoyable. Alright, stay sane, my friend. Just a little added on part at the end of my video. I forgot to mention that there was a scene where Lapis was about to become like captain. Greg was like, here, become captain. And Lapis was basically said, do not put me in charge and stuff like that. So probably just another hint to her backstory, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that she's like, do not put me in charge. I don't want to be in charge. So probably another hint to her backstory, as I was saying, which might mean that she was in charge of something. You know? Sorry for leaving this out on the first part, but I just watched the show and my mind was running through a bunch of stuff. Now it's been a few hours since, well, it's been like, hasn't been a few hours, it's been like it's almost been an hour or so it's okay. Yeah, it's almost been like an hour or so. But I forgot this part because my mind was running through all this stuff. And now that I've been like sitting here, I just remembered it and I was just like, hey, that did happen. So, yeah. Pretty interesting. Alright. Peace out this time for real.
Hello, Demon here. Just reminding you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe right here. If you're on PC. Or down there if you're on cell phone, because I don't think it'll work on cell phones. Share this video, watch my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and watch videos. And remember, my friends, stay sane, because I'll be watching.